Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty. Today's video is beauty trash. So, if you are new to my channel, every month I go through my trash with you and give you mini reviews on things that I've used up. I think after a person has used up a product completely, they have a pretty damn good idea of whether they like it or not, and that's why I love beauty trash. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, let's get this puppy out of the way. I love the Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salts Soaking Solutions, and this is the Relax and Relief with eucalyptus and spearmint. I love this. It's very similar to a muscle soak, and it does help me in my managing my chronic pain when I take hot baths, especially with something like this that actually does kind of stimulate the muscle. Next, these are the Whispers Premium Oval cotton round thingies, and these are pretty nice. I like these because they're quite a bit bigger than your average cotton round, and so I find that one of these with micellar water on it, I use one side of it for one side of my face, one side for the other, and I'm not using a bunch of little ones, I guess. It just seems to make my routine a little bit quicker. Is a product I mentioned in my last BoxyCharm unboxing, and that is the Dermovia Lace Appeal Black Bamboo Charcoal Peel Off Mask. I mentioned I'm not going to use this. I've mentioned also that several people that I've talked to personally had a really bad reaction to this, said it was painful and other things that I'm just not interested in trying. So I'm not even interested in passing this on to someone else because I feel really horrible if it hurt their skin like I'm hearing from other people. And next, let's go ahead and talk about some Project Pan empties. I'm going to be real brief on these, and then I will link my Project Panning playlist in the cards for you. This is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Foaming Gel Cleanser. This was a freebie when I purchased a full-size Garnier micellar water, and this was fine. It was a gel cleanser. It didn't hurt my skin. It didn't really do anything for my skin either. That was in my Grey's Anatomy Project Pan. Another product that was in my Grey's Project Pan is this little Benefit Professional in the Pearl version. This was fine. I didn't find that it necessarily filled my pores, and I also didn't find it to be luminous in any way. So it's just fine. I wouldn't recommend it to you, but I did use it up in my Grey's project, and I'm kind of glad about that. And then 2 empties from my 12 Pans of Christmas. This is the EOS Chamomile Lip Balm. I used it all the way down to the grid, and then the product started to feel like extra waxy and not hydrating anymore. It's just done, I'm pretty sure. And then I also used up this little dabber bottle of the My Burberry blush. This is not my favorite. If you like light, soft floral scents, you would probably like this one. That's not necessarily my jam. I like musky, spicy, etc. So glad that one's done. And then last Project Pan empty is the Pixi H2O Skin Tint, and I've been working on this all year. I don't really like it. It's kind of a gel formula product, but it does dry down to a very powdery finish, which is not what I'm interested in, if you can't tell from the glow going on here today. So I'm glad that's gone. Then I have 2 products that went off on me, as in expired, and it's really kind of a really bummer. It's a huge bummer. First, we have the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. This didn't do jack squat for me, and it now has a funky scent that it didn't have in the beginning, and it smells very much like chemicals, so I'm not going to put this under my eyes. I'm not gonna miss it. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm actually probably, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it away. And then unfortunately, the other product that went off is this little sample size of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I actually think this is a really great primer, but it has separated, and even though I was able to kind of like mix it back together, it has a very oily, greasy texture to it. So that's a real bummer. I mean, this is the nature of the beast, unfortunately. I didn't buy this, but it was a gift with purchase. But by the time I used them in the order in which I received them, this one went bad, and I think it sucks. I really don't have as much this month as I thought I was going to. Let's do skincare, shall we? All right. So I mentioned this in my Sephora Play review for whatever month it was. This is the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Water Cream. This is fabulous. I loved this. It was like a very lightweight kind of gel cream, but it was extremely hydrating, and I absolutely would buy the full size of this. And I have this little sample of it that I'm kind of like hoarding and waiting for a night where I feel like I really want to treat my skin. I love this. And while we're at it, let's just talk about all the Sephora Play stuff. This is the Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum that we got in Sephora Play. This, interestingly enough, this little sample right here is worth almost $27. Just in case you were wondering, this was a nice serum. I don't know that I felt particularly radiant after using this one, but it felt nice on the skin. It absorbed nicely, didn't do anything adverse to my skin. Probably if you bought the full size, which is $79, you might see some results, you might not. That's the problem with small serums. And speaking of small serums, here is another little sample of the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. I've spoken on this before because I have received a size like this before. This is not enough product to see results. I would love to purchase the full size of this at some point. I have other serums that I need to use up first, as well as I'm having a little trouble choking down the price tag. However, there is a great big one that's like $128, but I think you get like almost 4 ounces of product. And I think that would last me a long time, like maybe almost a whole year. So we'll see. And then last from Sephora Play, I received the Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. This was fine. It again was a gel moisturizer. It was lightweight and extremely hydrating, kind of like the coconut water from First Aid Beauty. But I didn't like the texture of this as much for some reason. I really didn't. It felt heavier on my skin, but equally hydrating, if that makes sense. And then Angela had given me this Thayer's Witch Hazel in the Rose Petal toner, and this is really good, actually. I think this is one more that I would like to use during the summer when I'm closer to oily or combo. Right now, I actually feel like I have pretty normal skin at this point, and so this was a little too drying for my skin. But I think if you have oily skin or acneic skin where you're prone to breakouts, this might be a really good toner for you. In fact, I think I'm going to pick it up for my son because he's 15 and we're going through the skincare issues. Lip products. This is not something you see very often. They're both lip treatments. This is almost embarrassing. I got this back when I was receiving Ipsy, and I really like this. This is the Hanalei lip treatment in Rose. Anyways, this is really nice. I actually would equate this to something similar to the Laneige lip sleeping mask. It is very hydrating. I just like it, and you can purchase this on Amazon. It took me way too long to finish this because I stopped getting Ipsy over a year ago, so kind of glad that that's gone. And I finished one of the EOS stick balms. It will no longer roll up anymore. She's all gone, and I don't dig in here for things. But I actually prefer the stick form of the EOS balms to the little spheres like the chamomile one I showed you. Right now I have a vanilla one that my daughter graciously gave to me because it's no buy November for me, and this was my last chapstick besides the Laneige. Truth be told, the Laneige is a little bulky to be carrying around. Like, I can't put this in my pocket, if you know what I'm saying. This is the Kat Von D Saint perfume, and I actually really liked the fragrance of this. Can I get a squirt? No, not a drop. This is nice. It has a sweet and floral smell. It's really nice. I do like this one. I don't like the center one, and I did try layering them, and that was not my preference either. So I'm glad I got to try it though. You know, very glad. And last, if you can believe it already, this is the Avon Skin So Soft Aqua Express hand lotion. This was pretty good. My stepmom frequently brings me things from Avon because her mom sells Avon, and she keeps me in hand cream, which is great because I go through it a lot. And like I said, this was a good one. It absorbed quickly, and that's all I need. So this felt like it was maybe a little bit smaller beauty trash than normal, but that's totally fine. We are nearing the end of the year, so I will say that I am going to do a year-long or year-end makeup empties video for you guys. Let me know if there's any specific information you want me to cover in that video, or you just want me to show you what I used this year or whatnot. I'm kind of new to that premise of a video, but what are you gonna do? I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my trash while I talk about it for a while, and I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye.